I'm a Chinese girl. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Millie. I'm a Chinese girl currently living in Shanghai, China, and this is my personal YouTube channel. I will introduce and share a lot of Chinese story, Chinese culture, and Chinese lifestyle in this channel. So, if you have any interesting about China and any Chinese content, just subscribe me. So today is Sunday. I think the weather is just like pretty great. So I plan to go outside to stroll a little bit and probably stop by a temple to buy a temple beads as a gift for my friend. And then just suddenly realized that this could become like a really interesting topic that share with each other. So I just turn on my camera and check in my video to start today's shooting. If you have been following any like accessory trend, you may have noticed that these strings has already become like really popular in recent years. If you haven't seen it, it's okay, it's totally fine. Just tell you that those things become really popular in China. So what exactly are those things? Those are actually Buddhism prayer beads. We also call like a hand ring in China. Usually those things are related to some those religious culture and some very traditional temple culture in China. And people usually take it as like a good wish, good blessing, put a lot of meaning on those things. But for me, like those are my collections. Some of them I carry some good wishes, of course. But some of them are just like bought it for like matching my outfit. I know the background, the backstory of those things is very spiritual and is, of course, in the past decades, those things are very close associated with those like very traditional, the fashion Chinese culture. But something changed in recent years. If you visit China now, you may find that a lot of girls in China wear more than one big string every day in their day-to-day life. So I think apart from those like spiritual connection, they already have a lot of diverse reason trigger people to buy it rather than just take it as like a religious item. Cause just as I said, oh, the sun is really great. The sun is really great. It's just like I said, I need to like go to the temple today. So I think it's just like a really good opportunity to like pick up the camera and record everything. Okay, so I just find a place to sit down and say something in advance. Actually, my personal style are very towards to like symbolistic or the minimalism. So usually I would like to wear all black or some very nature like color in my day-to-day life. So when I realized that even I would like to wear those things in my daily routine, I become really curious about why. Why those accessories become really like popular in China? So, first and foremost, the rise of temple economy in recent years has driven the popularity of temple-related products. As we all know, the development of religion carries the power of human faith. So in China, temples have long played the role of faith barriers. So for a long time in China, it was generally believed that only Buddhists or those who practiced Buddhism would visit temples or purchase temple-related items. I still vividly remember when I was a young person, my friend and I usually think those products related to the temple are very like old-fashioned, but as I said, in recent years, these things just like become really popular in China. So yeah, there's several like reasons support this trend that we could talk a little bit. Better than before. So, I just come back from outside and I finish all of my Sunday routine and come back here to keep our conversation. I think as the economic recession in China and those social pressure, it's just like more and more younger generation, they realize that hardworking doesn't make sense. Because in China, those Chinese parents, including mine, they just keep telling you that you need to hard work. If you are not a smart person, if you don't have very specific talented skill, if you want to overcome some difficulties or challenges, hard working is the only one way that could help you to overcome those things. But in recent years, I think those generation gradually realize that those things are bullshit. So this is the reason why there's a phase in China that young generation choose to burn incense rather than hardworking and strive for success. Cause they just realize that go to the temple, make a good wish for their future or their career rather than asking any demand for their boss and parents actually are more make sense than all of those cliches. I think there's a data set over 50% of young generations think that burning incense actually is a very effective way to release their stress because it just could give them some mysterious calm down situation. And also the data said that most people in temple, they just make a wish for want to become a rich guy rather than for any romantic stories or any health things. That actually makes sense because I'm the person in that group that want to become a rich girl. After noticing this trend, temples have actively joined in and adopted the marketing mindset, becoming more useful and brand-oriented. Temples have started to specialize in different types of wishes. For example, Hangzhou's Ling Temple emphasizes reputation for granting wealth-related wishes. The Nanjing's Jiming Temple has gained popularity for its cherry blossom season and love-related fortunes. And Beijing's Wofo Temple has become a hotspot for job seekers just because of the Wofo, the pronunciation of Wofo, very similar with the offer in English pronunciation. Donation boxes have been updated to electronic versions, allowing people to scan QR code to donate. And temple-related products have also diversified, ranging for vegetarian noodles and buffets to drinks like wine, milk tea, and coffee, and also some very special items like temple beads, lucky bracelets. It's just very popular and diverse. Even fashion brands have entered this trend. Last year, Fendi's hand-in-hand exhibition was held at Zhizhu Temple, a 600-year-old temple in Beijing. Social media absolutely play a very significant role in this trend. For example, the right now, everybody knows there's a very famous Chinese social medias. On these platforms, there's a 1.36 million posts each month that closely tied to temple visit or any temple fashion trend topics. And if you browse the content on this temple, when you see those pictures, the red wall and the yellow background actually very match the new Chinese aesthetic trend, especially very perfect for taking picture for everybody. So this is just like a tricky circle because the algorithm favoring those like trend topic. So when you visit temple, you take picture, you post it on social media, this circle actually just be built. And cause the algorithm like this topic, so they just give you more exposure and engagement. So your post trigger another topic, another trend in the next step. Because young generation be influenced by this temple trend, temple culture. Actually, there's a lot of like temple products become very popular in recent years, especially in China. And this temple base kind of like become the top of these products because it has very low cost, very portability. You could take it, wear it every situation, match any outfit, and also cause it has a very good aesthetic appeal. It just like become the top star products in those temple products category. Those are the people who wanna ban hand-string in temples. Hope I could dive into, join the crowd. I think I couldn't find a way to join in. At Yunhe Temple, the price of this hand-string started at 240 yuan, with most ranging for 300 to 400 yuan, and some premier versions costing up to 800 to 900 yuan. I bought these two strings, one for me and one for my friend. So yeah, I bought this one for myself. It's really matched my ring, matched my style. Good. So also from the business perspective, hand strings have become a key product for temples. There's a lot of styles actually in this category because those temples just want to like design their unique style, unique products. For me, actually, these are just part of my collection. So I think probably I could do another episode to talk about how to like choose these temple beads, how to mix and match these temple beads for your daily outfit. So for example, like this black really match my day-to-day outfit. I wear it for the all time. If you I just have one video. Like if you have an interest in to watch my next and the next video, you will always like see these strings on my waist, and also those like white little bit transparent materials, also my favorite. So yeah, probably I will do another episode for it. You know, different temples also have their different like temple languages. You build and create a unique routine when you wanna buy a temple beads to make a wish. For example, like this string, I bought it from the Nanjing Daming Temple. I mentioned in my last video. I remember after I bought this string, there's a temple staff guide me to run through all of the very traditional like temple routine to give the power and energy to the string. For example, like kneeling, burning incense, washing your hands and make the wish. Just like after you complete all of this process, you feel your wish will finally come true in the future. Cause Buddha just gave the power to this string. So it's very interesting and very mysterious experience. Not related to any religion, but just relate to like a experience. So I think apart from like religion connections, more and more people already like put a lot of like more meaning on those like temple strings, which I think is very interesting and is just very Chinese style. Cause perhaps you know in a social situation, and on the other hand, I also think those temple string just represent a very typical Chinese aesthetic. So it's just like a really good thing to share with each other. So this is all of the content of today's video. So if you feel any interesting about bead string topics or just want to see me how to introduce all of my collection of these strings, just leave the comment and stay tuned for me. See you next time. Bye. Oh, subscribe me.